Happy Monday, chat. How's it going? It's actually, I can't believe this, but it's been a week since I streamed. Hell of a week it's been, too. Because although I wasn't streaming, I was hard at work on a new video, which is out now on the main channel. Let me pull it up, because I never come prepared for this stuff. Here you go. Here it is. Well, Ultra Kill past, present, and future. Check it out. I think it's a good video. I think it's one of my best videos, in fact. And it's not just me who thinks that. All right. Because let me pull this up if I can. But why can't I see this? I got a little praise from the CEO of video games himself, Mr. John Newblood, aka Dave Oshry. It's a great video. So yeah, that was cool. Got the little Twitter algorithm kiss of life from the man himself. So that was neat. And yeah, I don't know if you haven't watched it, watch it. Twitter's been fucky today. Yeah, yeah. Apparently there was like DDoS attacks or something. Honestly based. Fuck this website. If it went away forever, I think my life would improve. Except for I wouldn't get retweets from Dave Oshry. But otherwise, you know, that's minor. That's minor. I think I think all things considered, my life would still improve overall. For not having Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, this really has nothing to do with Twitter. I'm just gonna pull it up on Twitter because it just is a good place to show it. Interesting revelation. Oh my god, 195 stream streak. Wow, only 5 more to go to 200. What will you do with your 200 stream streak? It's like a currency you're hoarding or something. Yeah, so I get a question a lot of where does my name come from? And I've answered it before. It's not that interesting of a story. It's basically there was this sign on a pizza place where I went to college in Fargo, North Dakota, that, you know, said something along the lines of like, hey, if you're the person who's been digging through our dumpster, please come inside and we'll give you a free slice of pizza. You know, your life has, you're a human being and your life has value, something like that. And I was in the drive-thru with my wife, and well, at the time my girlfriend, now my wife. And I just said something like, I hope the dumpster man got his pizza or something. And we just laughed about that. And that was it. And then that just stuck in my head for some reason. And then eventually it just became my alias online. Little did I know that there is a whole story with this sign. And someone in my Discord, shout out Scorn the Ashwing, found this. This is the sign, and I'm not kidding you. To the person going through our trash for their next meal, you're a human being and worth more than a meal from a dumpster. Please come in during operating hours for a couple slices of hot pizza and a cup of water at no charge, no questions asked. And there was a whole story to go along with it too. Little Caesar's store in Fargo, North Dakota is giving away 142,000 slices of pizza to local hungry and homeless people. Jenny and Mike Stevens, who opened the store in 2015, started giving away free food just months after opening, according to Today. By November 2016, the couple had started working with one homeless shelter in the area by offering more free pizzas. And although Mike was battling leukemia at the time, he was focused on how they could continue to help others. He passed away on December 1st, 2017 at 66 years old. And since her husband's death, Jenny hasn't slowed down with helping to feed the hungry and homeless. As of October 1st, 2018, the pizzeria had given away over 142,000 slices, which is about 17,812 whole pizzas and about 70K worth of food. So I didn't even know this. Like this was a Little Caesars that was just like around the corner from where I lived. Sorry to, I guess I'm not really doxing myself any more than I already have by just saying where I went to college, because frankly, the entire campus was right around the corner from this Little Caesars. But yeah, that's crazy. The fact that, you know, I don't know if this was the exact sign. I mean, it just looks like a piece of paper taped to the window. But this was pretty much the exact wording of the sign that I saw that inspired my name. I just thought that was crazy, that there was like a whole story with it. What is this? You should start a landscaping business called the Dirt Clumpster Man. That's good. That's good. You start a pumpkin patch business and called the I don't know if I like Pumpster Man. That's got a little bit of a nefarious undertone to it. But yeah, so there you go. If you've ever wondered where my name came from, it's not honestly all that interesting of a story, but the truth is this backstory actually made it more interesting. In the fact that the sign that inspired my name actually like made the news or went viral or whatever. It says Today, which I assume means the Today Show, which is crazy. Yeah, just wild. I honestly, that happened so long ago. I mean, it was probably like, what is the time frame in here? It says between 2015 and 2018. That sounds about right. I was probably there in like 2017 when I had this idea. And yeah, I just didn't think twice about it. Honestly, part of me was like, did I misremember details? Was it a Little Caesars or was it somewhere else? I don't even know. The fact that I was even at a Little Caesars is maybe a little bit like reprehensible. Their pizza is frankly not very good, although it was $5 for a whole pizza. That was probably why I was there. If you find yourself in Fargo, North Dakota, I can tell you at least like 3 better pizza places to go to. In fact, I'll do that right now. If you just want a slice, go to Spicy Pie. If you want like a solid sit down pizza, go to Rhombus Guys. And if you want something like kind of fancy, like wood fired shit, go to Blackbird. There you go. And if you happen to be on 19th Ave where this Little Caesars is, don't go to Little Caesars. I mean, as nice as it is that they feed the homeless, go to Grand Junction instead. Get a sandwich. Good food up in Fargo, surprisingly. Anyways, that's all for that. Little Caesars slander. Listen, I'm a Little Caesars defender. I just think if you're in Fargo, North Dakota, near 19th Ave, and you only have $5 to spend, yeah, go get your Little Caesars hot and ready pizza. There's certainly worse things you could eat. But if you're just looking for anything to eat, go to Grand Junction. And if you have like a car and can drive, go to Rhombus Guys. Sorry, not sorry. I know, very brave to say that like a local pizza joint is always better than a chain place. But it is. It's the truth. Okay. Now, I did have one more thing I wanted to cover on this stream before I go into the rest of what I'm doing, which is Resident Evil. And, you know, I'll do my dailies. I'll do my Guess the Game. I'll do my Geoguessr. And that is, I have a bit of an announcement for tomorrow's stream. I'll be returning to Elden Ring. But not just to do any playthrough. Dude, Elden Ring trending on Twitter right before my eyes right now. What's that all about? They can't stop talking about Dumpster Man's upcoming Elden Ring playthrough. You got a question? Shoot, you don't need permission to ask a question. Although granted, sometimes I will ignore a question that I don't want to answer. But go ahead. What is your favorite game? Dishonored is my favorite game. I'll be real, the only reason I defend Little Caesars is for their pretzel crust. I mean, they're offering an okay product at a good price. Which is not like a glowing endorsement of Little Caesars, but it's something. It works, right? It gets the job done in a certain niche. I am not a Little Caesars hater. That said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's great either. Crazy Bread kind of goes. It's also kind of just like dough and dough, oil, and Italian seasoning, but it kind of goes. Okay, yeah, so this Elden Ring thing. So you may not know, but I'm a bit known for Elden Ring at this point. Many people have called me an Elden Ring streamer. Many people are saying this. No, that's not true actually. But the truth is that if you're not aware, you probably know me from Ultra Kill. I think that's fair to say for most people. However, most viewed video on my entire channel with 1 million views is I let chat choose my Elden Ring build. They made me OP. Now, the success of this video was very cool. I was very happy to see that because when I had made Souls content in the past, it didn't pop off like that. But there was a lot of views, and there was one thing that I got commented on a lot. And, you know, I stewed on it a little bit, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do anything about this. But then I made a decision, and it inspired a whole new run. And, well, I made a little trailer for it, and I'm just going to let the trailer speak for itself. Sorry, I'm pulling it up. Just going to let this speak for itself. And first, I would like you to see the thumbnail. I'll be right back. Oh, I'll just wait. I'll wait then. Wait until he's back. No, just kidding. You're leaving at the worst possible time, but yes, I made a trailer. I made a trailer for my stream, and I have to show the thumbnail. Balls. Anyways. I'm just going to let this run, and I will see you on the other side. Starfist, oh my god. Fist weapons sound, like, funny, but kind of horrible. I'm vetoing the fist, I think.
Vetoing Starfist is crazy.
Lol, vetoing Starfist, which is no joke, one of the better weapons in the game.
Assuming the Starfist is kinda horrible, biggest of
You don't know
yikes.
how wrong you are about the Starfist.
With 1900 hours in
I
Elden Ring.
beat every single boss on my first playthrough using the Starfist.
You're wrong about the Starfist, my friend. That's one of the best weapons in the game.
Man, if you got the Starfist is genuinely one of the best weapons, I promise.
One of the most ludicrously
Little do you know,
overpowered weapons
Starfists are
in the entire
unironically one of the best
Starfist
weapons in the
vetoed
base game
one of
for
the best
DPS and
weapons in
poise
the
breaking.
game,
No,
the
he
Starfist
vetoed the
SMH.
Starfist. It's one of the
I want
best
this
weapons.
again,
Bro,
but no
vetoed
veto.
Starfist.
Veto on
No
Starfist.
shot, bro.
Starfist
Let's leave it on
is
Starfist.
special
It's
weapon
the
and
best
choice
weapon
for
in
no
the
hits.
game.
I win.
What's funny is
Vetoed
you-
Starfist.
Bro,
Starfist
no
are
way.
so
You
Pretty
vetoed
sure
the
fist
Starfist.
weapons are
It's
actually
insane.
insane.
Bro.
They've been pretty easy, I think.
No
The
shot,
Starfist
he
is
vetoed
kinda
the
among the
Starfist.
top
It's like
5
the
of strongest
strongest
weapons.
weapon in the game with a good who doesn't know how strong the balls are.
Okay, fine. I'll use the Starfist. That's right, chat. Elden Balls coming to a screen near you tomorrow. On Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday streams / whenever I feel like it, really. Very excited. It should be a fun time. Now, here's the thing. Was that hot sauce? Yes, I'll show that in a second. Finally, fisting stream. Let's go! So here's the thing. I thought for a long time, like, okay, I want to do something with this Starfist thing, but I didn't know what. Because the truth is, if it's really as easy as everyone says, I'm going to just breeze through the game, right? So I was like, how do I make this interesting? So basically what I think I'm going to do is I have a whole bunch of punishments that I've kind of thought up. I'm going to put them on a wheel, and I'm going to spin the wheel every 5 asterisk attempts or deaths. Because the truth is, I was routing this run, and I was up through, like, Renala, and I had died, like, twice. So I'm like, okay, the run is easy, all right? We knew the run was going to be easy. So I'm adding a few amendments here. I'm starting with no weapon. So I'm starting with fists only, and then I'm only going to be using fist weapons. So I'm basically gonna have to trade up weapons. So, like, I start with fists. I'm gonna go get the spiked Kestis. I don't know how you say that shit. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get the iron balls, and then eventually I'll work my way up to the Starfist. So that adds a little bit of challenge to it. But then when I do die, in fact, I will spin the wheel, and we have some fun stuff like this hot sauce challenge box. Wow, it says. Sorry, my camera's mirrored, but it says use extreme caution. Basically what it says is just don't drink them. I won't be doing that, but I'll just do like a little drop or a little dab or something. See Valentino. I have 3, so this first one, it just says is regular hot sauce. But then there's extra hot, triple X, and then dragon's breath. So I think what I'm gonna do is we'll see how hot they are, But I think if I roll this one, I'm gonna do the like extra hot, the triple X hot sauce. But we have to break out the Dragon's Breath at some point. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna start the run by spinning the wheel every 5 deaths. But then at some point I will raise it to every 10 deaths. But in order to do that, I have to take a little dab of the Dragon's Breath. I think that is a fair compromise. That's like that's my panic button. Is like we get a little we remove a little suffering, but we have to do a little extra suffering to get there. I got other stuff like extremely sour warheads. Now listen, I'm actually pretty good with spice. I'm not good with super spicy stuff necessarily, but who is really? I'm like, I've had the Blair's Mega Death Sauce or whatever, like the hottest hot sauce from like way back on Hot Ones, and that fucking flattened me. But I do like, I am a spice enjoyer. I do have a pretty good spice tolerance, so we'll see. We'll see how I handle the Dragon's Breath. Sour, on the other hand, I cannot fucking do. I tried to get the Toxic Waste candies, which apparently are even more sour than this. Couldn't find them in stock anywhere. So we're doing warheads instead, which I'm sure a lot of people will say are not actually that sour. But trust me, I fucking hate warheads. It is not going to be fun for me. I'll have some in-game stuff too, like maybe like deleting a piece of equipment or something like that. I think I'm not gonna necessarily do all remembrances either, but I might have like a wheel spin that's like add an extra remembrance. So you know, obviously I have to do some, but I think probably I won't be doing all remembrances, but I might like, yeah, if I land on like a certain space on the wheel, it'll be like, you know, add 1 remembrance, and then I have to go do fucking like Estelle or Fortisax or one of those weird ones. People saying warheads aren't sour is like power creeping in anime. I mean, it's like when I give my wife like a habanero hot sauce and she's like, "Oh my god, this is so hot," and I'm like, "Wait, are you kidding me? Like it's like sweet to me. Like I like it." But I assume that's how sour heads feel when they have a warhead. Like people who really have a high sour tolerance. Which I don't. So warheads will probably still fuck me up. I'm actually not, it's kind of a small bag. I'm not sure how many are in here. Hopefully I don't land on that much. But yeah, it should be a fun time. And yeah, the run will probably be easy. Like, let's be real. So I'm kind of making the challenge more about just like see how few deaths I can get through the game in and how far I can push like the build rather than like making the run itself super hard. But I think it'll be fun, and like, you know, everyone begged me to do a Starfist run, so that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I should make this video public on the second channel. Hold up real quick, because it's currently unlisted. There we go. Now it's out. Now it is out. Blals. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I thought about making the thumbnail for that say that. But it made me realize that, like, if I made it say Blals, you kind of just can't read it because the A is, like, too obscured. But anyways, I'm looking forward to hopping back into Elden Ring. I haven't played it much since the DLC. I've played a bit, but I haven't played too much since the DLC. And I certainly have not done a full run of the DLC since I first played it. So that will be interesting. For sure, by that point, we're probably going to want to be in the tens of deaths per wheel spin. Blals only. It will be Blals only. That is the goal. Or at least fist weapons only, like, will be my only source of damage. I mean, I'm going to do, like, the Cragblade and stuff, like, but obviously that contributes to the fist damage. It's not a different source of damage. So yeah, looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed the trailer. I had fun making that today. I didn't realize just how many people had commented about Starfist. But that just makes it extra funny. I'm sure none of those people will watch, but you know what? Hey, don't ever let them tell you that Dumpster Van doesn't listen to feedback. I do. I just only exclusively do it out of spite. just spite only. I will torture myself out of spite. Should we guess the game? Let's guess the game. Let's guess the game. Oh. Camera. Fix camera. I'm up in the game, straight guessing it. This is fucking Skyrim, dude. Like, it's still Skyrim. Oh, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna fucking guess. I don't know, man. Like Far Cry 4. What is this? Now it looks like Hearthstone. What are we talking about? PS5 only. What is a game that, like... Could this be like Horizon? Something like that? Head to the Wildflower Plateau. JRPG? JRPG, huh? Never been able to guess a single one of these? I've gotten a few of them right. Like on the first try. But usually this first image is so like misleading. Whatever this is, I have not played it. What gave it away? Maybe the fact that it's a JRPG? Could this be... Final Fantasy? Wait, they literally just had Final Fantasy 16 on here. It's not that, right? Oh, it is Final Fantasy, though. Rebirth. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, some of them are really easy. Or, like, they're easy if you have played the game before. Dude, this looks familiar. What am I, like, this is like Rocket League or some shit? It's not that, but... You see what I'm saying, though? You see what I'm saying? A little bit. But, yeah, this looks like, I don't know, like a golfing thing, maybe? But then again, the lines are throwing me out. Is this like Mario? It's Mario Tennis, okay. This makes it look like a golf thing, like, but I assume the ball is coming from over here and it's landing here. What it looks like is like in golf with your friends when you're like, when you're aiming your ball. This thing has indie games too. Yeah, I mean, at this point it didn't look like Mario, but to be honest, if it was any other tennis game, I would not have been able to name it, probably. Okay. This looks generic, but identifiable. Just give me one skip here. Yeah, I don't love this art style. It's giving me like city builder. Is that weird to say? Bingo? Oh, that's where everyone went? Oh. Dude, oh, I know what it is. It's nuts and bolts. Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Oh, that's why it looks so terrible. Oh, that's why it looks so terrible. It's the bastardization of one of my favorite game series of all time. Apparently this game is actually okay. The thing is, just no part of it really has anything to do with Banjo-Kazooie, which is a shame. Such a bizarre choice to turn this into like a kart racer. I don't even know if you would call this a kart racer. Weird, just weird. What a weird choice was made with this game. Oh fuck, I feel like I should. Is this like... This is like Zelda 2? It is Zelda 2. Okay, putting in 2 eyes apparently had no effect. Dude, hello? It's called like Link's Adventure. Adventure of Link. It's not that. It's just fucking Mario. This is Super Mario 2? Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't have the distinctive color palette of 3. and it looks older. It just also looks older. I don't think I've ever played this one, to be honest with you. Dude, what is this? This one's gonna be really easy, I think, once we get a little more detail, but like for now, they're giving us nothing. I feel like whatever's going on over here is like... What games have the color green? Oh, pretty much none of them, right? Should be easy to narrow down. Something about like whatever is in the background like looks familiar, but no, forget it. 67%? Like what are we talking about, dude? Is this like Phasmophobia? I mean, I don't, the Phasmophobia probably has better than a 67%, even though that game is jank. I don't know, sometimes like indie games get weird reviews on Metacritic. Like, I feel like most of them don't even have Metascores for the most part. Puzzle elements, QuickTime events, horror. Dude, how fucked up does your game have to be that like the first semblance of a genre, which I don't even... Horror I consider a theme, not really a genre. But it's buried under puzzle elements and QuickTime events. Could this be like... The Quarry? 2024, huh? It's it's on like the tip of my tongue. Is it by the same developers as The Quarry? I know they make like kind of very typical games, like very stereotypical. Like they make one type of game, and that's like kind of how they all are. Just give me one more. I don't think I got this though. Supermassive, yeah, that's the dev, right? Maybe they didn't make The Quarry. I know that is a game like this, though. I have no idea what this is. The casting of Frank Stone? Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. Is that my last one? No, one more. Oh, this is some, like, PC point-and-click game. I have no clue. Too old for Metacritic. Walk to Roof. Yeah, it's a point-and-click game. Dude, this is fucking Oregon Trail. No, it's not. Oh, okay, that's indie. The thing is, though... Which one? Temple of Doom? Sure. Oh? We have one more guess. It does narrow it down a lot. The thing is, though, I just don't know. The Emperor's Tomb? I mean, does this look like it could be an Emperor's Tomb, maybe? Yeah, it's clearly Lego Indiana Jones. Yeah. The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. I don't know. Does he look particularly young? I guess, yeah, it takes... Temple of Doom was more of like a jungle setting, right? I don't really remember it being in the desert. This looks more like the setting of the first movie, but that's not really an option. Let's just go with Emperor's Tomb. It was Fate of Atlantis, bro. What is this? Ain't Atlantis? What the fuck are we talking about, bro? No, ain't no Atlantis look like this. I guess that was its fate. It dried up and became a desert. Okay. That was the first option? Yeah, but like, usually what I've noticed is that it tends to favor like newer ones towards the top. So my thought was like, this one looks pretty old, so it's probably not at the top. Clearly that was flawed logic, but oh well. One more order of business. Chat, get your gambling fingers ready, whatever you do. Over or under 16K. You know the drill. Geoguessr, Community World. Me. But a humble, slightly above average Geoguessr player. Who didn't sleep very well last night because... because it's daylight savings and I'm just all fucked up. Daylight savings got me fucked up, bro. What are we gambling on? Geoguessr. So I'm playing no moving on this map called A Community World. Geoguessr is a game where you get dropped in a random Google Street View location. You have to guess where you are. You get points based on how close you are. I'm pretty good at it, but not amazing. So my goal is to get 16K. That's what you were gambling on. Let's just start it, and I can demonstrate how it works. Well, normally we hopefully would not be dropped in the middle of a forest with no real identifiable landmarks around. That kind of stinks. Let's move the face cam. What's the frame of reference for 16K? So each round is worth 5K. Now getting 5K means you got it like on the exact right like spot on the street. So like I would have to zoom all the way in and like figure out that it's right there, and I would get 5K. So it's not easy to get 5K, safe to say, especially when you don't have like any real landmarks to go off like this. This is not impossible. Can we glean anything about the sun here? Kind of looks like the sun is... We consider that more south than north? Maybe. I think so. This looks very, very wet. This looks like a very, like humid, wet climate. Not sure what to make of these trees. At first I thought they looked like Finnish trees. I don't think we're in Finland. Nothing else about this is really screaming Finland to me. Did she go drop a ton of money? Oh, I see 100K on the line. Damn. Believer's gonna get a crazy payout. I gotta actually win one for the Believers. Now, safe to say, I don't think it is Port Harcourt, Nigeria. That one is probably a no. I could see this being like Japan, though. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for right there. Those, if the resolution of the stream wasn't high enough, those were pretty clearly Japanese or some Asian language symbols. I can't quite see them closely enough to be certain that they're Japanese. They don't look Korean like last time where I thought they were Japanese and they turned out to be Korean. Let's go like north, but not quite like Hokkaido. Because if it is Hokkaido, at least, you know, we were close. If now if this is like Okinawa or something, we're screwed. That would be a big bummer. How about something like this? Yep. Good round. I'll take that. A little more central, but I think I logicked that out just fine based on the information I was given. Oh, now this might be Nigeria. Or Kenya. So this is one of the few car metas that I know. Or is that Uganda? One of those, I mean, they're close to each other, so we can't really do too bad here. One of those two countries has a Street View car with a snorkel on it. Which, I don't know, it has something to do with, like, when they drive through water. Is that Obama? No. No, safe to say it's not. Is it China? Where they, like, for some reason love Obama? Isn't that, like, a thing? Like, I'm not even memeing. Like, there's some, like, Asian country that, like, randomly just really loves Obama. And I thought it was China, but I could be wrong. Okay, I'm not getting too much more for this. I think I think I'm just gonna go this more like kind of western, like arid side of, or arid. I'm like saying the opposite of what I mean. The more like wet side of Kenya. How about that? Engines need air to combust fuel, so if you're driving through really deep water, you need to make sure you don't choke the engine out. Yeah, right. That's probably why. The thing is, though, I'm like, where are they, like, I guess maybe some of the roads are just flooded. Who knows? This is all, like, really pretty populated. Let's see, this is like an east to west road. Like this, maybe? Sure. Okay, wow, closer to Nairobi, but... How often would you need to be driving through water to need that? I mean, I'm guessing they have some pretty shitty roads that they have to traverse in Kenya, I assume. Either that or just like the car that did the Street View coverage just arbitrarily had it. Maybe they didn't need it for the Street View coverage. Yeah, this is good so far. Good run. Best I've had in a little while. Okay, this is like Spain or Portugal. Tu papel es importante. Def Spain or Portugal. That strikes me as Spanish. Yeah, papel y... Can't quite make out what that word is, but I think the and in Portuguese is like a E, not a Y. So yeah, probably we're in Spain. Where in Spain? Calle something, that just means street. It's where the roads can randomly flood. So yeah, yes, sure. I didn't mean to suggest that Kenya has shitty roads or anything. Although I'm sure that's true. The US has some shitty roads. It wasn't an aspersion on Kenya. I think it's just maybe realistic to say that the country probably has a few shitty roads. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get beyond just that this is probably Spain. Like sometimes the garbage cans have a municipality on the front, but they're all turned, so that's fun. I'm in Spain without the A. Me too. Beyblade type beat. Dude, I haven't seen a Ergo 360 in chat in a while. Yeah, you know what? I know exactly why that is. Because now I have a be right back screen. I don't just leave the chair sitting there. Goated emote, though. Okay. Realistically, I don't think we're up, like, in this region. But we pretty much could be anywhere else. So I think we probably just want to go, like, pretty central. Just call it a day. Something like that. Sure. Oh, damn, that was real close. Yeah, what was it? Something Endrinal? It's like, it's covered by my pin. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Looking good for the believers. I think this is Senegal. I'd love to see some French to confirm it. That just says orange. Yeah, it really does have the Mexico filter. I'm like 90% sure this is Senegal. I don't think I've ever had a round that looked like this that was not Senegal. But knowing my luck, this will be the time. Is that French? Salon? I mean, I don't really see, surprisingly, since we're in a populated area, I really don't see any, like, written language other than orange and free, which, you know, that doesn't mean anything. I can't quite make that out. I'm just gonna... Free orange? Yeah, kind of like the sky. I'm just gonna drop Senegal and... Just like the outskirts of Dakar. Yeah. Senegal is easy, because it's really the only country... it's really the only country for a ways that has Street View coverage. Because, like, you got Senegal, and then the next country to have it is, like, Ghana in this direction. And in this direction, the next one to have it, I believe, is Tunisia. And it doesn't really look like either of those countries. So, Senegal, pretty easy. Easier than you would think. And that is a win for the Believers, which I will take. This has been a goated run, though. Not my usual. I see... what appears to be English mixed with some manner of Southeast Asian language. Love being a believer. Welcome to the team, Pro-Human Twitch. Good to have you on Team Believer. I think this is... What side of the road are we driving on? Driving on left? I think this is Malaysia. Yeah, you're gonna collect an insane amount of trash for your first day in chat. Actually, I'm not sure if you're a first-time chatter, but either way, probably more trash than you have, unless you've been a long-time lurker. I think this should be Malaysia. What part I couldn't tell you, but we've already won for the Believers, so. Oh, Indonesia actually. Okay, that's fair. I mean, they do share a land mass. I think the language maybe is different. I'm not sure. I actually didn't remember that they drive on the left in Indonesia. That was just Malaysia for some reason. Why did I think that? I don't know. 2K almost on that though. Not bad. We didn't quite crack 20K, but we did get enough for the Believers to win. So there you go. Enjoy Believers, especially since there seems to be a few first-time Believers. Don't spend it all in one place. And without too much further ado, I'm just going to get started on the Resident Evil. I think I only have a few hours of this game left, based on what I've been told. I'd like to knock it out so I can start other things, like this Elden Ring run I'm doing tomorrow. Like replays of Doom 2016 and Eternal, which I'll probably start next week. And yeah, lots coming up on the stream to be excited about.